People, when given a choice between a high upside decision that very few people are doing and a decision that really doesn't risk a lot but doesn't really give them a high upside either, but one that everybody else is doing, 95 to 99% of the time, they're going to choose the one where they go along with the crowd. They're basically going to be lemmings, not wanting to risk looking stupid, and also risking being the only person left out of a given situation. So people follow the herd and they do the same thing that everybody else has been doing, regardless of the outcome and regardless of what their goals and what they really want out of life is. The second reason that people go along with this is because they want to be part of that crowd. I mean, there are people that literally do things, whether it's an office Christmas party, a karaoke bar, it doesn't really matter. People will basically do things that they absolutely normally will never ever do, just so they can be in a group of people. They want to be part of a movement, they want to be part of a social situation, but more than anything, they want to be viewed socially as an accepted part of the group. But the most important reason that people do this, and this is where you can kind of tap into this powerful tool in your business, is a massive cash register for your business. And what do I mean by that? How is it a cash register? Well, simply put, people spend their money. They whip out their credit cards and they pull out their wallet absolutely as a byproduct of how they react using this attraction switch of social proof. Case in point, it's one of my favorite examples that I've seen was Oprah's book club. Now, for those of you who've never followed Oprah, Oprah Winfrey, about every month or so, would have an author on her show and she'd promote her book. Well, why is this so important? I mean, there's always people hawking stuff on television shows all the time. Well, the reason this was really, really powerful is that when you showed up on Oprah's stage, she would basically hold up your book in front of her to millions of people, and she would make it rain. You'd show up on her show, and you'd get rich. But let's step back a minute. It's not about necessarily just showing up on Oprah's show or some nationally syndicated talk show. Now that would be great and that would be powerful and that would help, but we're all not in a position where that's going to happen. Let's take a step back and really try to understand why this phenomenon is occurring. Well, let's look at one of the authors on Oprah's show. Just pick whoever it might be. And ask yourself some just basic questions that a lot of times we overlook. The first one is, do we even know who this author is? I mean, there's people watching the show and they really probably don't even know who the author is. I mean, that's why they're on Oprah's show to begin with. Do they even know whether the author is any good? I mean, what their background is, what other books they've written. They really don't even know. And even take a step even further back, is the book even any good? And these are all valid questions we want to ask, and we might ask if we're in a bookstore, but the people that watch Oprah's show, they're not asking these questions. They see that book in front of Oprah. They whip out their credit card, they get on their computer, and they start clicking mouses, and that author gets rich. And the sad part is, most of the people don't even know who the author is or any of these basic questions. So to be honest, they don't care. They want to read the book that was on Oprah's show.